Live on Facebook. There we go. I'm at my somewhere. We're recording a meeting. Okay. This shit is crazy.
Look how live we are. We're like actually moving.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't watch this.
Yo, what's up, Pete?
What's up, Pete?
Welcome to Mondo and the Big Guy. I'm Mondo or Armando. This chubby guy to my left, all in black, is the big guy, but some of you guys know him as Graz, Dave.
Wonder if everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me?
Yo, Pete, can you hear us? Because it seems like you're the only one that's, I don't know, there's another person too, but that could be us.
I can't. Oh, there it is.
What about, hold on, do you see the volume here? Would that be us? Okay, so Pete can hear you, said.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear you. You might want to turn this one down, though.
All right. Cool. So that's what's going on right over there.
Loud and clear. All right. So
hold on. My mother-in-law's on.
Yes.
I won't talk badly about her.
You should not be in this right now. What's
Just
up,
kidding.
everybody?
Keep watching.
How's everyone doing this evening?
All two of you?
Well, so far, so good.
All right.
Mike Phil likes your shirt. Yeah, that's the only one that fits him. So.
I look very short. I don't know. For some reason, I look really short. But do I look? I look like a tall,
I don't think we
person.
should be looking at this because we're so delayed on this. I think we should be off of this.
Yeah, but then we can't see the comments. And stuff.
No, you can minimize it.
How do you minimize that?
No,
and then
minimize this screen.
Okay, but then we can't see the comments.
Yes, you can minimize it. It's right there. No, minimize the screen.
You mean like up here?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll watch this one?
Yeah, that's fine because that one's live and that one is delayed, obviously.
So we'll do this. Like
yep,
that.
perfect.
Look at that.
That is sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's everybody?
Welcome to the Halloween Pooptacular.
Yes.
There'll be a lot of poop talking. Mary Lou, you can stay as long as you want. So let me explain my shirt then, since Mike Phil's talking about it. My buddy Keith Trimble owns Belmore Kickboxing. I don't kickbox. I can barely kick above my waist. So it's
pretty true.
Yeah. So it's impossible for me to flex in this shirt. I like supporting him. He's a good guy. He treats me well.
He's got one of the biggest hands I've ever seen.
No, that's a different guy.
Oh.
That's Paul.
Oh, Paul's got the biggest hands I've ever seen.
Keith is the other guy that he's the guy that kickboxes in the mornings.
I've never seen him
Wednesday.
Okay. Well, I'm not usually there in the morning. Usually I'm working, but yeah. So welcome to a pre-Halloween show. We decided to do one because we haven't talked in a while, and the girls have been using our name to make something of themselves.
Yeah, so I guess we could go into that first. That was supposed to be our last topic, but
that's all right.
We can do that first. So not that we're talking smack about anybody, but
no, we would never do that.
I think our podcast is much better than Diana's and Danielle's Clam Power Hour. We're gonna have a little dueling podcast going eventually.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should do something like that. They, for some reason, think they're better looking than us. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I know one short person thinks she's better looking than us, but that's okay. We'll let her think that with whatever makeup she had on last week. I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, Demons looked like she was a cleaning lady for Fraggle Rock.
For Disneyland. Like, did she like jump into Minnie Mouse's like closet and take her outfit? What happened?
I don't know. She's a weird egg.
But yeah, we're gonna have a little fun, I guess, starting with them, and then eventually, I think would be really cool is if we can have all four of us on. Eventually.
Yeah, I'd like to. I have enough microphones. I don't have enough headphones.
That's all right.
I can't even hear. I don't even know why we use the headphones anymore because we're sitting next to each other. And when we have a Zoom with somebody else.
Well, yeah, no, it's understandable. I just like it because we look professional. That's the reason why.
We don't look professional at all.
I like to think I do. But anyway.
Not with that beard. You going? So you're going mustache?
So tomorrow,
Yeah.
tomorrow obviously is the 31st, but since none of the barbershops are open and Strong Island Styles isn't open on Sunday, I think I'm going to get a haircut first because I need one. And second, I'm going to shave my beard off and have a mustache left. So I'm going to do it for 30 days in November because November is coming up, and I think it's important to.
What's Movember? What is Movember? What is it for?
It's just basically supporting guys, who have depression, anxiety, or suicide thoughts, and are just struggling. And it's something I think that is important for men to know that it's okay, to suffer with those things and talk about it. So it's like a support group, maybe. So I'm gonna do it. I've never had an issue with talking about anything like that, so I'm definitely gonna do it. And I want to actually probably take these parts here and twist it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I can.
You should grow your mustache long enough so you can put it over your whole face so no one has to see it.
That's not funny. I mean, we can do a poll of who looks better, you or I, and
I think there's some polls and some questions up on the stream somewhere. I don't know how the F to get to them or how the hell we were supposed to do it.
That's okay. No. They can comment if they want. It's not a big deal. Why don't you have a triple take of me right now? Can you stop that, please? There you go.
I think it was.
Leave it. Who cares? Don't worry about it.
I kind of want to play with it. It's our first one. It. Such a jerk.
Oh God, Danielle's here.
Who's
Squala? Squala?
Hola, City of Squala.
Holasa, City of Squala.
She's probably drinking already.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're gonna talk about a couple things. Obviously, what we said before. Halloween. What do we want to talk about Halloween?
I mean, I didn't really have anything particular. Are you dressing up for Halloween?
No. Why would I? We're not doing anything for Halloween.
Imagine if dudes wore slutty outfits like girls do on Halloween.
But what would you wear? What would we wear?
You can have a little bit of the package hanging out at the bottom of your shorts.
So what are you gonna have, like a sack? Just hang out? Like, I don't understand. Like, I know it's the time of year that most girls want to dress up. It's either one way or the other. Which way would you think girls would usually go?
So there's like one of two types of girls. The one that dresses like the slutty whatever. It could be like a slutty doctor, slutty princess, or whatever. And then there's the ones that dress like really ridiculous, like
funny?
One of our friends' wives has a blow up T-Rex costume.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so like something like that. It's one or the other. It's not like ever middle of the road.
No, so like here's my thing though. Is it usually predominantly 18 to 25 dressed like slutty nurses or whatnot, and then the ones who are married are more conservative, or you think it's the other way?
No, it doesn't matter if they're married or not. Yeah. It's personality of the
it's
girl.
Personality.
So like my wife is dressing up like a dude.
Because who would have ever thought that she would not dress up like a dude?
So she's dressing up like Hawk from Cobra Kai. So, there's girls like that. And I think though it doesn't matter that she's married. Even if she wasn't married, she'd be dressing like that. She always likes to have the funny costumes, not the ones that are more revealing.
No, I understand that. And I don't care what anyone does and how they dress or how they want to dress. If you want to dress like that, by all means, go ahead. Just send me pictures. But if it's the funny ones, I don't really want them. I take the other ones because I'll let you know how you look. That's it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
If you had an unlimited amount of money and a limited amount of urge, what would you dress up? Yeah, like the urge to dress up.
Okay.
What would you be this Halloween?
Well, that's a very good question. If I had unlimited amount of money.
Yeah. So you could make like one of those crazy like Comic-Con costumes or whatever.
Exactly. I'd probably be Iron Man, but like I really
Iron Man?
Yeah, I want the whole
outfit. I want to be able Marvel movies.
Yeah, okay.
Stop it.
Relax. Stop pulling your shirt. I would definitely do Iron Man, but I want like the suit. I want everything he has though, the suit, but I want to be able to fly also. Like I want to be able to do everything that the Iron Man can do.
Okay.
So that's what I would. That's what I would do.
All right.
What about you?
You kind of took my Marvel thing. Now people think I'm biting off of you.
No, because we okay. Everybody knows that Dave is a huge fan of Marvel. So we'll leave it at that. There's no one else bigger than him. He's the only one that watches Marvel. Nobody else has watched Marvel. So I don't know anything about Marvel. I just, copied him. But yours would be who?
I'd have to say my biggest. That's a tough one. I'd have to say maybe Thanos. I've always wanted to dress like Thanos.
What?
Maybe.
You telling me it's not the green guy with the short shorts that likes to destroy stuff?
Here's the problem. I would have to have the body for it. I don't have the body for that anymore. Maybe back in the day I had the body. Oh, look, Mary Lou said the Hulk. She's
the
right,
Hulk,
Mary Lou. I think the
and
Hulk.
And some weird ass girl said.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
Some girl said something hot, but I can't really tell.
Oh, Danielle, my wife said that I'm hot.
Something popped up, so I don't know. You might have to X that out.
I think I'm in Facebook jail.
All right, see you later, Chris.
What are you?
He thinks he's in Facebook jail. It's probably something political, and that's okay. This is political times right now. But anyway, let's go back. This weird girl.
Oh, maybe I blocked him.
No. Anyway, Danielle, stop. He's not sexy beast. He's not hot. He's in none of those things.
All right. So if you were a girl, all right. Well, if you were more of a girl, what would you be for Halloween this year?
I'll be a slutty cheerleader.
You're already my slutty cheerleader.
No, that's Joe. Joe's your slutty cheerleader.
So I gotta ask myself that same question then, huh? If I was a girl, how would I dress?
Yeah. Okay. So you would be Thor. You said, right?
Thor?
Not Thor.
Thanos.
I'm sorry, Thanos, because you would snap your finger and destroy 50% of the population.
Yeah, so I could eat more of their food.
Of course. Because, why would you not?
Yeah, as a girl, I don't know. That's a great one. I don't know. I probably would go the slutty route too. Unfortunately, I'd have to say like a slutty Wonder Woman or
that's actually pretty hot.
Or Harley Quinn, like very cliche, but a Harley Quinn-ish kind of thing. Danielle said I dress up like a prostitute.
Well, don't you do that at night?
Yeah, for her.
Yeah,
mostly.
for her.
Yeah, she likes when I put the chaps on.
Nice. Yeah, I can see because she got easier access to behind you, right?
Whoa.
Yeah,
get a little.
See how I said behind?
A little R-rated.
I didn't say anything else. I said behind. So that's funny because we both went with the slutty routine.
Mark Lamar, I'm drinking out of your cup, buddy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Look, he's posting.
Yeah, he can't post for 2 days because he's in jail.
Good. You should be in real jail, Chris Stamphouse.
Don't make fun of him. You can't see the comments.
All right, so I guess what was the next topic?
Well, no, hold on.
Are we not off of this?
But my thing is, it's funny though. You and I both chose the slutty way.
Yeah, I think at heart,
most of us want to be a slut.
We're both show offs.
I think you're more of a show off than I am.
Yeah, I didn't say I wasn't. We weren't. I mean, it's not a contest, is it?
It's always a contest with us.
Well,
don't ever say we don't have a contest because
then I win.
We always have a comment.
Why do I always come on these things for the most vital moments? Oh, that's funny.
Because we're sluts? I don't know.
We
were at one point?
No. I've always been a prude.
Me? Straight.
No, I said I.
Oh, yeah, sure. You're the biggest prude I know.
Biggest prune or prude?
No. I didn't. Yes.
Halloween, eh?
So Halloween is tomorrow.
Are you trick or treating?
No.
You fat bug.
What? I would if we were allowed to. If we were allowed to, I would definitely go with the kids, and I would take their candy. 100%, I would.
So there's a guy on that's commenting up there, Mark Lamar. He works for the Islanders. I tried to get him on today, but apparently he didn't want to do it because he's too afraid.
Or he just wants to be on the show commenting.
He was so angry today at work. Oh my God, it was impossible to deal with him. I don't know. He likes to get all pissy about things.
So, Danielle, we know that. We know Dave loves dudes. It's okay. It's understandable. Not a big deal. I've seen what's in the bedroom.
Halloween, eh?
Hey, big gulps, eh? Well, see you later.
Well, if that's enough about Halloween, My daughter is at my mom's house right now doing some pumpkin carving.
So
She's been dressing up every day. She's practicing her makeup. And
well, so what I want to know is, what was she dressing up? Because I didn't get the character.
She's Flo from Progressive is her actual costume, but now she's changing it and she wants to be
a dead Flo.
No, she wants to be a what was this? She wants to be a I don't know, some sort of clown or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, listen, is she? So my next question is she's going trick or treating tomorrow?
Yes. So we're gonna go over to where her and her mom live, and we're gonna go around there with her friends.
Okay, so you're okay with that?
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Well, I don't know. I'm just because I know right now everything is with the COVID and everyone's afraid to either go
but it's Halloween, so you can wear a mask.
Okay.
And you're outside.
That's fine. I mean, it doesn't bother me.
What's COVID?
I don't know.
There's something going on?
I think it's gone November 4th. Or January 1st.
No truer statement has been said. Whoever gets elected, it's gone. Doesn't matter. Okay. Kanye West can get elected and it's gone.
I hope not.
I'm voting for Kanye. Kanye 2020.
Please don't. Don't ever.
Speaking of Kanye 2020, do you ever pee on the toilet seat?
Yes and no. But we had this conversation before. I was talking to Dave about this, which is actually pretty funny. But so I don't know if
Rob Colangelo's watching.
So like mostly, when we pee, we pee in a urinal. If you have the opportunity to pee in a urinal, right? Okay. But some places you don't. And I was talking to Dave the other day. I was somewhere, and I lifted up the seat cover, and there was pee on there. So, naturally, I cursed. It's unbelievable that someone didn't wipe their own pee off the thing. But the next thing I was saying to him is, after I was done, I felt obligated to clean it so that the next person wouldn't think that was me who peed on the seat.
So, I quite often you've said you don't care what people think about what you. Like who you are and what you do.
No, I don't.
So then why do you care if somebody thinks that you peed on the seat?
Because I feel it's weird. It's like almost like disrespect. It's almost like disrespect. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I feel disrespected if I did that and didn't clean it up. So I feel like it's
disrespectful, like to the person.
Both. Like I feel disrespected because you should.
There's one person in particular that we work with, or we go to the gym with, who works at the gym, who owns the gym, who might be listening right now, that probably pees on the seat all the time.
And leaves a pubic hair also?
He's very close to the seat.
Okay.
He's very low to the ground.
Gotcha.
I'm totally blaming him for it. But whenever I go to the bathroom, hey, what's up, Johnny D? Whenever I go to the bathroom, I just pull my pants down and then hope for the best. I don't even hold it. I just let it go.
So then
it's like a fire hose.
So then you pee on your balls. So then you pee straight on your balls. So you let it go off your balls into the toilet.
It's like a water slide.
It's like a water slide. So it just goes.
Yeah.
I got that.
But it's like some people go to the bathroom, they pull down their pants, and they just spin in a fucking circle. It's like, how about you fucking hold it and you aim in the middle of that 6-foot fucking round hole that's where you're supposed to pee. Maybe lift the fucking seat up.
All right, that 100%. I think every guy should lift up the seat. But my thing more or less is what you just said. Now, should you be peeing standing over the seat? Like over the toilet?
Like straddling?
No.
I like to fade.
Like,
so let me explain.
No. Hold on a second. I'm not done. So what I'm saying is, so obviously you have the toilet bowl, right? Mm-hmm. Do you actually like walk over and like hover on top of it and pee straight down, or do you step back and pee and just fire away?
I do?
No, I'm serious.
I sit on the tank and I pee in between my legs.
Well, we know it's a slide for you.
Who was the other guy? Who said they sit when they pee all the time? Did we have this conversation this weekend?
Mike.
Oh, that's right. That was Mike.
And it was funny is, so like he came over to my house and he had to use the bathroom, and obviously he left the door open because that's who he is, which is fine. And he sat down, started peeing, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, you should be doing this." Yeah. And then someone else agreed later on that evening. Yeah. They're like, "Yeah, it's good for the prostate if you sat down and peed."
I know other things good for the prostate.
What's good for the prostate? Can you let me know?
No.
Finger? So I mean, is that true though? That's actually really funny.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
true?
I know it's better to sit, like when you're pooping, to have your legs up, like the squatty potties and stuff like that. Do you have a squatty potty?
I did, but
Yeah.
it
You don't like it?
I didn't like it. I felt like it was really making my butthole bigger. So
Sure, that was what you were doing the night before you were
no,
pooping?
no. But it was awkward because
Oh,
I was
the dog wants to go out.
that's okay. I was
She's gonna pee all over the floor.
that's all right. Let her pee on the floor.
I'm not letting her
You guys are used to that.
All right. So you keep talking about your peeing, and I'm gonna be right back.
No,
I'm gonna let the
serious.
dog out.
There's nothing going on. So the question is, what was that called again? What was that called, the potty thing? Yeah, squatty potty. So I don't know if anyone ever used the squatty potty or anything, but it was awkward. Like my knees were a little bit, it's supposed to be a little higher. It's a little higher than normal, and then you just, I don't know. It felt like it was like tearing my butthole up.
I've never used it, but I think somebody like my size on a squatty potty is probably not going to be comfortable.
Well, you'd break the squatty potty.
You're standing on the fucking squatty
No,
potty. You just have your legs on it.
That doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't know if it's better for the prostate, but
no. So, but we're not even talking about pooping right now. We're talking about peeing. So the whole part of the peeing part is, get back to what we were talking about. We know some of our friends sit down and pee, which is fine. I don't care. That's fine. Now, my only thing is what we just talked about, discussed. Do you feel obligated to clean the seat, even if it's not your piss?
Yes, of course I do. I'm pretty much a clean person.
Well, so you know that also I am.
I wholeheartedly admit, unlike you, that I give a shit about what people think about me. So I definitely 100% will do that. But I'm the kind of person also that I'll watch who goes in the bathroom before me, and then I'll call them out.
Well, the only thing is, if I was, let's say, hypothetically going to someone's gym and using their bathroom,
hypothetically,
I sometimes I don't know who was in the bathroom last. It wasn't like I was able to see them. There's only a handful of people there, or one person or two. Another person was there, but I don't know if they technically used it or not.
Yeah. So do you flush the toilet before you pee, even if there's nothing in the toilet?
No.
What if there's something in the toilet from somebody else?
Then I flush it.
All right, not poop. If someone else peed.
No, someone else peed, I'd flush it.
Yeah, you don't want somebody else's pee splashing up on you.
No, that's weird. Why would I? Well, am I sitting down and peeing?
No, but sometimes it'll splash you when you're. I have a heavy stream.
Well, I mean, you have a slide, so I understand that. Like,
it's a fire hose.
It's all right. That's good times. All right, so we're in agreement. I don't know if anyone else is in agreement, but we're in agreement that if you were to go into the bathroom and there was some piss already on the toilet seat, we would clean it. You and I are both agree on this.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just curious if anyone else would do the same thing.
Yeah. You know what's always disturbing? Like I've lived with women before, too.
It's good to know.
And you go into the bathroom after a girl goes in, and it smells like someone fucking died in there. Like just someone's butthole exploded, and they fell right through their asshole into the toilet. And they got stuck into that little curve and just started to wither away and die.
No. I mean, I've lived with women before. Women take enormous craps, and it does smell really bad, and that's fine. But like, I'm okay with that. We're all human.
I don't think girls should poop or fart.
Okay, so
I think that they should hold it in and just let it dissolve into their body,
or let them die.
No, I think they have the capable. Women are capable of everything, so I think they should just let it, just go away.
Or it doesn't just
walk down to the fucking gas station. Don't poop.
So I honestly, I think it's hysterical when girls fart.
I hate it.
I hate it. I don't mind. I think it's really funny when girls fart. I think it's even funnier when they didn't expect it to be loud, and then it was really loud, and you're just sitting there like, what the hell? Like, we had a friend, Nicole, who used to fart all the time in school.
Okay.
Don't say the last name, but
no,
yeah,
I won't say that.
She used to fart all the time.
Get on camera.
she used to fart all the time.
Everyone wants to see a beautiful face.
I know I'm handsome. And she used to fart all the time, and I thought it was the funniest thing. I thought it was so funny. And I mean, I didn't smell anything. It didn't smell, but
yeah, I'm just listening for the dog. Yeah. What did she say?
you cannot put toilet seat down, but girls can't fart.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
No, girls can fart. Dave has an issue with girls farting for some reason. Obviously, Mary, you might know something about that. Your daughter, who is not embarrassed to fart at any time. She's farted plenty of times around me, definitely extremely comfortable, which is fine. It doesn't bother me that she does. It bothers Dave that she does, so that's what makes it even funnier, and I get to laugh because it's at the expense of Dave. But I do, Tim. I like the farts in the face. Like, I love it in the face so that I can get pink eye, so I can get out of work. That's the whole point. And that's why I like it a lot. But
so girls farting, your consensus is maybe we get some votes in there for the hundreds of listeners that we have right now.
Thousands, actually. Thank you.
Vote. Girls fart. Yes. Girls fart. No. Girls fart in front of men. Girls should not fart in front of men. Give me some likes and dislikes on that.
I don't know. Like I said before, I've never had an issue with that. I think it's funny. I mean, there's nothing there. It's normal.
Oh, that's straight vodka. Whoa.
Yeah, no. I just saw you
Holy
put the whole thing.
Shit, that's strong. Whoa.
So I don't know. Like it's never bothered me. And you even said, like, you lived with women your entire life.
Yeah. So, and my mom and my sister don't hold back, if you know what I mean. My mom does. My sister is just a fucking vile.
I really
vile.
I hope Vicky's listening right now.
Like my sister will just shit with the door open. So it's disturbing.
I don't like I said, I don't have an issue with it. I think it's normal. I think it's perfectly fine. Your wife almost killed me on Christmas Eve, but that's okay. I mean, thankfully there was another room I could walk into and to get my breath back and be able to breathe normal without vomiting in my mouth. But other than that, nothing wrong with that.
All right. That's we can move on a little bit from that. So,
can we?
Mondo and I tend to fight a lot via social media about certain things. One of the things that me and Mondo are constantly at odds are his. He likes to call it frugalness, and I like to call it being a cheap motherfucker. So he posted today that unpopular opinions. If I pay for dinner, the girl should pay for the tip. What was the rest of it?
No, it's if I bought dinner.
You expect the girl to pay for the tip?
I don't expect it, but I think, it should be brought out like, oh, don't worry, I'll get the tip. Or if I bought dinner, that's fine. If you want to buy dessert, I think they should.
Wow.
You don't think there's anything wrong with that? I don't understand.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Especially if you never want to see the girl again.
That's the reason why I do it. It's a one-shot deal.
Yeah. You ain't getting that first night thing going on with one of those moves. I not that I'm chivalrous. Like, no, I'm not opening.
Let me hold on. Let me explain something. And I'm not saying the first couple of dates. How about that? The first couple of dates, no problem.
Yeah, when you're married or something.
Not even if you're married, but like the first couple of dates, even the first couple of months, let's just say, right?
When is it acceptable to say, "Hey, bitch, can you pay for me?" Like,
first off, I would never say, "Hey, bitch."
What do you? That's basically what you say.
If I could, all right. So hold on a second. If I was to go over to the girl's house, right?
Yeah.
And she wants dinner, and she wants to order dinner, right? Yeah. Should she pay for it?
No.
Why?
Absolutely not.
So what if I'm
because you're a man.
Okay.
And you make money.
A very beautiful man.
Listen, we're Italian. I'm old school. When it comes to certain things like that, I don't make a lot of money, but I don't like having to have the girl take a while out. It actually makes me feel I know it's a chauvinistic, but it makes me feel less manly. I think it might be a control issue, so that might.
Well, that could
something.
be your issue.
Yeah,
with it.
and it's confidence too. I don't have a lot of self-confidence, despite looking this amazing.
Thank God you're wearing all black.
So there's a reason behind probably why I like to do that, but it's also a little bit of chivalry. I like to be a little romantic with that kind of stuff. Yeah. Now Danielle could pay for every meal.
Okay, so you're okay.
She can pay the rent.
So hold on a second.
I don't care.
So it's okay up until you get married. What about even if you're engaged?
No, so
or like a year in.
There's a funny move I used to do where like we would go out and she'd be like, "Oh, can I pay?" And I'd be like, "But just give me the card so I can hand it to the person."
Yeah, but what if the person looked down and saw Danielle and then looked at you?
It's Daniel. They spelt it wrong.
All right, so
Yeah.
So when is it acceptable then for that to happen?
I think it's just it's a game time decision.
How is it? How can it possibly be a game time?
You'll know when it's right.
So the second date.
Because Mondo's on Tinder. He's like, I do not pay for dinner.
I'm not 50, on Tinder. 50. Tinder is.
I know. Okay,
worst.
It was just okay. Yeah, right.
Whatever. But no. I would never. That's not like
that's in his dating profile.
No, the first couple months, I don't think I would pay for it.
So what first date?
First date. I'm paying for it. 100%.
Okay, no, but first date. What's the most you'll spend on dinner? First date. Never, a week's worth of talking, texting back and forth. All
right, so we're going to get coffee. We already had coffee. We already did that.
That's your
right?
first date is coffee?
No.
No,
well,
you've never met the person.
No, I don't go out to dinner.
Why?
Why?
Because you don't want to spend money on
No, it's not that. No, it has something to do with that. I can't get to know the person like that. I'd rather sit down and have a cup of coffee with them or whatever they want to drink and just hang out for a couple hours. Then, if it goes well, then I have no problem going out to dinner.
Yeah. See, I've never. This isn't a surprise, the serial monogamous, but I've never been on a fucking date.
Because you're
not never. I'm sorry, not never. I've never been on like a blind date. Anyone that I've ever been on a date with, like when I met Danielle, I knew her for years before we ever went on our first date.
I don't remember, but were dating sites available then when you guys started going out? I don't remember.
Yeah, like Match.com was, but it wasn't phone stuff. It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would make sense to you though.
Yeah, because I would, that's the reason why I'm asking is I would never, like, if I just, like, matched with somebody, hey, let's go get coffee, I would say, or let's go have a beer or something like that.
That's what I would do first because it's too easy to be like, all right, I want to use this person to go out to dinner.
Yeah, there's chicks that do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and there's guys that do that too. Especially guys that don't pay on the first date.
Yeah. But actually, I would pay on the first date. I have no problem paying on the first date if we went on a couple dates already.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm saying small, like coffee and things like that. Not like a romantic dinner, you want to say. Well, okay. So what about during these times, COVID, right?
Yeah. So you can't
technically you're not going out to dinner, right? I mean, you can. I personally am not 100% comfortable going into a restaurant, sitting down at a restaurant and eting. That I will be completely, yeah.
Really? Like right now, you're not comfortable going on?
Absolutely not. And the only reason why is if I was not doing errands for family members,
okay,
I think I would go to dinner, and I would go out and do stuff like that. But I think the fact that I have to run errands for my parents and things in that sort, I don't want them, God forbid something happened. I don't want that on my mind. Gotcha. I'm already working outside. I'm already pretty much social, but in our group of friends, we choose the people we want to hang out with, and I choose the people who I definitely want to hang out with. So as far as like, sitting down at a restaurant and actually eating at a restaurant, I'm not 100% comfortable outside of the zone that I usually hang out in. Like I wouldn't go to Queens. I wouldn't go into the cheap MF. Who the hell's Mike D'Ambrosio?
I work with him.
Oh. Are you calling me cheap? Oh, that's fine. Fuck your couch. I wouldn't feel comfortable enough. Like I would go to downtown. I would feel comfortable there in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't technically sat down and ate there. In the restaurant side. I've been outside and I eat.
All right. So, yeah, but there's, you've gone for beers.
No, outside only.
Yeah, outside.
Everything is outside. Yeah. Okay, but now we're talking about November. I'm not going outside, and it's cold as fuck. I'm not definitely not doing that. So
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, I don't think there's an issue with you have to pay everything. Not anymore. Maybe like 10 years ago, I would say like, all right, I would pay for everything.
I don't think
now
as much as there is a feminist movement, as much as women are equal with men, I think it is a romantic gesture to pay for somebody.
I agree.
Man to woman. I think the opposing way, for me, it would demasculinize me a little bit. And I'm not, that's my ego.
Only if you're dating.
It wouldn't be romantic to me. It would actually offend me if it was like a first time thing or a couple, dates in.
I'm not saying the first time,
or
first
even
time,
a couple dates in.
But I agree. The first time, maybe the first like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I agree. What if she kept asking you, like, let me pay for this, let me pay for this, let me pay for this?
I would say thank you, but no thank you.
Okay, so after like a couple months, she's like, all right, enough, I'm going to pay for it.
Or
what if she surprised you and she was...
Oh, then you can't control that.
Okay.
So, like, there's people that I've gone to dinner with in the past that'll go up and, like, go give their card.
And then walk away and you wouldn't even realize.
And then you don't even know. Like, they'll act like they're going to the bathroom. Like, I used to pull that move, and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that shit anymore. Because then there's a $700 bill that you pay for.
But that's the only reason why. Like, I know we had this discussion before. I've had discussions in the past about this, but I don't know. I'm not comfortable for the first couple of dates. How about that? Okay. After that, I don't care.
All right. What
man can't read.
Good, nice guy. Good night, guys.
Yay, we know how to spell night. That's great.
Yeah, it's N-I-G-H-T.
Yeah, I know, not N-I-T, but whatever.
Let's move on. Favorite meal ever out to eat? Where was it? Who were you with?
Ooh, favorite meal ever.
Mm-hmm. If you want, I could give you I'm not gonna say that the person I was with was my favorite person, but I could tell you my favorite meal.
Okay, that's really tough.
You could bish and mosh it.
No, I'm trying to think of like my actual favorite meal that I've ever had.
Yeah. So I was in Texas, and I went to a steakhouse in Texas, and that was I think my favorite meal.
Do you remember what it was called? The place?
It's like Sam and Tony's or something like that. I don't remember that. It was 2 guys' names. The other favorite meal that I think I could remember, and I could tell the story if you want while you're thinking, was me and Danielle's like second date or first date. Yeah, and this will go with what we were. It'll bridge the gap.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So it was only fucking 4 people listening, but why not?
Cares.
So Danielle and I went to Frank's Steaks in Rockville Center. Ever tell you the story?
I don't recall.
Went to Frank's Steaks in Rockville Center. And, I'm recently divorced, and I don't have a lot of money, and I barely know what's on my debit card at this point. But, hi, Andy Lee.
Hi, Andy.
But I'm like, let's go out to dinner. I'll treat you to a nice dinner. And she's like, oh, I've never been on a date before. And this is when we first met. Like,
okay.
Not when we first met, but like when we first started.
Well, when you first started interacting.
So she's like, I've never really been on a date before. And I'm like, all right, we're going to go out. And she used to wear these hideous shirts with like these big puffy sleeves.
Oh, my God.
It was.
It's not the 1980s, Danielle.
She's just, she was so different than she is now. She's so fashionable now. And then she was so unconfident with, dressing.
I do recall.
Okay. So we went to Frank's Steaks, and I happened to train the owner's wife of the facility.
Okay.
So they give me a free bottle of wine. They want me to look good. They're like, okay, we'll buy a free bottle of wine. You guys have a couple of drinks, loosen it up, have a good night, whatever. So I get there, sit down. I'm like, hey, I'm blah, 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 personal trainer. Like, oh, yep, she called. We got a bottle of wine waiting for you. But I got this really great bottle of wine in the back, and maybe we could swap it out for you. I'm like, awesome. Thank you so much. So we have 2 drinks before the bottle of wine comes. We have the bottle of wine. We have dinner, a couple steaks, whatever. So I'm allocating in my head. I'm like, okay, I got like a couple, $500 in my account. This looks like it's going to be like a $250 dinner. I'm trying to impress her.
Yeah, of course.
Make like I'm cooler than I am. So we finish, and I get the check, and I look at the check, and it's fucking $500. And I'm like, my fucking face drops, and I'm like, just give me a second. I'll be right back. So I take the check with me and I go up to the manager who I met when we first came in, and I'm like, listen, dude, how is this $500? There's a $300 bottle of wine on this. So he's like, holy shit, did you order that? And I go, no. Kate said she was buying me a bottle of wine. I dropped the fucking lady's name. Shit. So,
he's good at that.
Whatever. So he goes, all right, let me talk to the waiter. So the waiter comes over and he goes, yeah, I said I was going to upgrade the bottle of wine for you. Did you want it? And I go, bro, that's a $250 upgrade. He goes, yeah, I took $50 off the $300 bottle. I go, do I look like I want a $300 fucking bottle of wine?
You look like you need that?
I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I can't pay for this. And he goes, what do you mean you can't pay for it? I'm like, I don't have that much money on in my account. I don't even have a credit card right now where I can pay for it. What do you want me to do? And I'm like, so I'm scrambling around in my brain. I'm like, you know what? Just try my card. See what happens. Because I'm that kind of guy like where I'm not going to put up this kind of fight in front of Danielle.
Yeah, of course.
So it goes through. So I call Kate. So, me and Danielle leave.
Did you leave a tip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course I overtipped like I usually do, even with the fucking 500.
No, you're good with that.
So I leave. I drop Danielle off. I call up Kate or text her at the time, I think. And I'm like, you know what this fucking guy just did? And she goes, what the fuck? And she goes, I should fire that guy. And I'm like, no, don't fire him. He's probably just trying to upsell me, thought I had money or something like that. So she ended up giving me a $250 gift certificate or something like,
that's pretty cool
to make up for it. But I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That would have been so embarrassing the first night.
Yeah, but knowing Danielle's personality, I don't think she would have.
I didn't know her like that then.
Yeah.
Like, and it's on me. It's not.
No,
her,
I get it.
I'm embarrassed.
I get it.
So that was like one of our first dates. Our first date, she was fucking 3 hours late too. So
why? Should I fix her mohawk?
I was probably pooping or something, peeing on the seat.
So she was pooping and peeing on the seat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that.
So what's your favorite meal? I gave you fucking 20 minutes there with that story.
It's got to be when I was in Italy. Yeah, you know what? It was definitely in Italy. I went to go visit my family in Italy, and my aunt took me out to dinner, and it was nonstop food. And she just said, she's like, don't worry about it. She kept telling the waitress to keep bringing stuff. And it was like a plethora of like pasta dishes and just so many things, fish, anything I wanted. She was like, here you go. And at the time I was eating meat. So we had steaks, we had fish, we had all these like really good stuff. Obviously I didn't pay for it because she did, but I mean the bill. Well, first off, let me explain something.
I'm sure you didn't do the reach. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I did. I went. She goes, no.
No, you fucking didn't. I bet you didn't even reach.
No, because here's the thing, and I'm trying to. So I only see her when I go to Italy. I've only hung out with her maybe, I don't know, 6 months out of my years of living.
Yeah.
So, she was like, I'm your aunt. I don't really, it's not like I give you gifts for Christmas or your birthday or anything like that because I don't see them. So this is for you.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, great. So I didn't, of course I didn't reach, because she's my aunt and, I never got that's all right. You got big ear Steves anyway. So that was probably my favorite meal because it was just like nonstop food. And then after that, there was plates of gelato and every sort of ice cream. And anybody who knows, I love ice cream.
Tell by your ankles.
Yeah, I don't have any. So, right? Let's make fun of me now. Great. So yeah, that was probably my favorite meal. I was with, a bunch of people at the time and it was cool. To me, it was great.
We should bring Andy on camera.
Andy, can you jump on so you could talk about if I'm wrong or if Dave is wrong about, the first time, or actually, I'm sorry, that it's okay that women pay for.
I don't know. I think Andy's going to be on my side on that one.
Well, it could be. I don't know. I'm just, like I said, the first couple months.
He doesn't want to come on.
I said the first couple of times I can agree, you want to impress them. I get that. But I think, over the years I've just like changed my thought patterns on it. I don't know. I'm more even, like, I don't care. You want to pay for it? Great. If I want to pay for it, great.
Okay.
That's just my opinion now.
Fair enough.
You know, it's my opinion.
Do we have any more topics? Does anyone else want to hear us ramble on about something else? Because I can't.
So no, Andy's saying guys should pay always. I don't agree with that, and that's okay.
Hey, what's up, Gene?
Agree to
One
disagree.
of my old clients, Gene.
Agree to disagree on that part, but I don't. I think guys should pay for the first like month or so, depending on how many dates you go on. Then after that, you could do.
Yeah, timeline.
But yeah, I do. Actually.
I bet you he's got a punch card at home.
I do.
He's like,
no, so
I paid this one.
After exactly,
I paid this
one.
one.
After the
all right, it's your
one,
turn.
It's their turn. 100%.
Oh,
I 100%.
That's funny.
I don't think there's an issue with that. Funny. I don't care. There's no issue with that.
Because
what's the difference between if you're dating them for 6 months or a year versus?
All right, we got to move on from this fucking topic. I'm right, you're wrong. Come on. Right. So if you were married to probably a woman,
thank you.
Depending, would you have umbrance with the fact that she might possibly make more money than you?
No, I don't care. I 100%.
Honestly, I don't give a shit either with that. I think that's
why should you?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. So you don't care if she makes more than you, but you still have to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
Right, so what if you were dating and she made like $250,000 and you made $125,000? You want to pay for dinner?
No, like that's peanuts when you're talking about. I'm talking like $50,000 to like $200,000.
No, is it because you're trying to impress them?
Yeah, you're always trying to impress a woman that you're married to. If you're in love with, for me at least, if I'm in love with somebody, I'm always trying to make sure that they. Oh, what was that?
I don't know. Laughing out loud. Have to have dinner. I have no idea who that is.
Oh, what's his face again? Yeah, I think so. I think I would have no problem with them making more money because that's behind the scenes.
Yeah, but
even if people knew.
So then further. Okay, but you're not trying to impress them after you're married?
A little bit.
So then what do you do after that? Like, you've been married twice. So, I mean, do you always have to impress them? Forever? Is that how it goes? What about the other way around? Does she have to impress you?
I think it keeps the marriage healthy. If you're stale and you're just like farting in front of each other or picking your ass, and you know, you don't care about how you look, and you know, I've been in stages like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, that's not the most attractive look, and then that makes the marriage get stale. If you're constantly trying to like be romantic or try to do different things, and then it keeps it, you know, after 5-10 years, it's like, come on.
All right, so
I gotta wake up next to you again. Like, I mean, yeah, you gotta make it spicy and interesting.
Well, how do you make it spicy though?
There's a lot of different things. I mean, I'm not good at it, so I'm just saying. So I try. I'm just not good at it.
So you're the only good thing that you do is pay for dinner.
No, that's not the only good thing.
Okay. I mean,
I'm not. It's like I said, I'm not good at, you know, relationships per se, even with my guy friends.
Yeah. No.
So
I can fucking punch you in the teeth sometimes, but I can't because you're too much. You weigh 195 pounds more than me now.
So but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you have to kind of try to spice it up, keep it interesting. And some of the things I do probably aren't classically interesting to other people, but every once in a while, it's nice to be romantic and pay and open up a door and buy flowers. Like, I'll go to the supermarket and I'll buy her flowers or something like that when I go to the supermarket.
When do you ever go to the supermarket?
Pretty often.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I couldn't tell. I could not tell.
Mary Lou is on fire with the comments. She's our biggest fan.
She is. So is Andy.
She loves me.
So does Joseph John.
That's remember Joe Balone? Oh, last name. Should I give out his address and his phone number too?
No, leave Baloney alone.
Yeah. He was my roommate in college.
Okay. I probably remember him then. So that should be another topic about college.
College?
Yeah, but we won't talk about that today.
Do you regret not going to college?
I did go to college. Did I go away to college?
Okay, that's. But
do I regret it?
Not going to like a classic 4-year school?
Do I regret it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have loved to have, you know. Thank God.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
Because you're fat.
Where's a fucking wool hat inside?
You do. But do I regret? Yeah, I do regret it. I would have loved to have experienced that part. Unfortunately, it's in the past, so I just leave it there. But I would have definitely, yeah, why not? I mean, I don't think I would have went to like Cortland or anything, those shitty schools. I probably would have would have loved to have went out west, like California, experienced that. You know,
Okay.
I think that's something I would have definitely loved to have done.
Where was your primary? Where would the school that you want to go to? Where would it be?
Probably Southern Cal.
Southern California?
Yeah, USC.
SoCal?
SoCal. No, right? USC.
University of Southern. Yeah.
Yeah.
USC.
Why? USC. Why? Just I don't know. It's in California. It's southern. It's it's just something I just want to be in the West Coast. I would have loved to have lived in the West Coast and just experienced that, so I can balance living in the East Coast, West Coast. Which one's better? Which one would I have loved more? I feel like New York is definitely tough. I don't know. West Coast just seems like they're so laid back.
So a lot of people are moving out of California now,
and they're going to Texas.
Yeah, a lot of famous people. I mean, it's probably not the normal
it's
people.
It's probably the taxes.
Yeah,
it's to do with taxes, correct?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's sinking California and that it won't be there in like 3 years.
I don't know. It seems like it's a fucking dumpster fire. To be honest,
it's like on fire right now, isn't it? At the moment?
No, yeah, that was actually a good joke. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm always been an East Coast, Northeast kind of guy. I like the mountains. I like going upstate. I like.
Yeah, but the
I like
West
cold
Coast
weather.
Has the mountains.
It does.
I'm not big on the cold weather. Like working year after year outside is definitely taking a toll on my respect for cold weather because I absolutely hate it more than anything. And I go hiking. I like hiking. I go hiking in the mountains a lot. I cannot stand the snow. Absolutely cannot stand the snow. I can't stand the cold weather. I don't know how anyone can like the cold weather. You have to layer up. Like, what the hell's the point of that?
More outfit options.
What?
I think
you wear T-shirts anywhere year round, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't affect you. I
have a sweating problem.
That's it? Not a weight problem? But yeah, okay.
So I think if I could change where I went to school, I probably wouldn't.
Okay, so you would stay at Cortland.
Yeah. Why are Dave's eyes following me? I'm like one of those paintings. I loved Cortland. I loved the experience. I think it was probably one of the things that helped shape me. Now,
a round shape?
Here's fuck. There were some bad experiences there. There was some people that I met there that maybe probably was better that I never met. But, I learned from a lot of things. It was really a great experience. Going away to college, I think, is a great way to grow up quickly. You get stunted when you don't go away sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then it takes a little while to catch up. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just think that everybody grows up at a different rate.
Correct.
I still haven't grown up. I've been stunted in a certain capacity. So,
well, I don't agree with that. You've definitely grown up.
Yeah, in certain aspects, but I'm just saying, like,
but what
everybody stunts their emotional growth at a certain point, and then they stop growing. Then a tragedy happens, then you grow a little more, blah, 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 kind of.
So is it tragedy that makes you grow up more?
Usually some sort of, evolution, right? Evolution happens because something gets under stress.
Okay.
So when your body's under stress, when you're weightlifting, you get more muscle.
Correct.
Okay. So emotionally, when you go again under stress, your mind creates some sort of evolutionary process where it deals with that stress and learns how to cope with it, or learns how to get past it. And now you progress and you evolve. So being in stress or being under stress is a great way to move on. Now, no one likes to put themselves under stress. So, I would love to be able to sit on my fat ass on my couch every day and play video games and have a couple beers and, do what I want to do every day. But that's not going to help me evolve. That's not going to make me a better person. So I go and I put myself into 2 jobs and try to write books and try to work out harder.
When's the last time you wrote a book?
like 10 years ago. But
Okay.
I've been trying. I keep trying to write.
Okay.
Don't get
That's
me wrong.
good.
I keep trying to write. But again, that helps me evolve a little bit each time. Going to therapy was great because it was a huge stress for me.
Yeah.
I always had to like think about what I had to say before I had to say it. I always had goals that I had to reach, so that was great for evolving emotionally.
Which therapy is great. I don't see an issue with going to therapy. I don't like it. I've done it before in the past.
Too perfect.
No, I just disliked it.
Why?
I didn't have anything that I needed to say.
I think you have plenty you have to say. Maybe you don't want to say.
No, not at all. Like if I had a conversation and talked about something that's bothering me, I usually just say it. So I don't hold anything back. You know that.
Well, holding stuff back is not dealing with it.
Yeah, but I don't hold anything back. I let everything out. It's not like I've never not let anything out. That's what either gets me in trouble or people like me or dislike me. Is I don't lie about it. I just say it and that's it. And that's why I feel like I have zero stress when it comes to that part. I don't have any stress besides actually work.
Andy has a good point. He said it could have been the wrong therapist.
Could have. But I mean, I've been to multiple ones and nothing. It was the same thing. Not the same thing.
How long did you try it?
Years.
So you went to the same therapist for years?
No, I went to multiple therapists for different years.
How long would you stay with one?
A year, at least.
Once a week for a year.
Once a week for a year. And it was like I had nothing to talk about. And if I did, most of the things I would talk about, I would say it to the individual person regardless. It didn't matter.
It's not always about interpersonal interactions, though. Like it could be stuff that you're harboring, like say something. I don't want to dime out how you're feeling or what we talk about privately, but it could be something with your family. It could be something with work. It could be something with whatever that you can't say. But
I've never had that issue. That's my thing. I've always said it. So, like, if I had an issue with a family member, I would say it.
So your superpower is you're the most emotionally evolved person in the whole world.
Not emotionally evolved. I think just I don't hold anything back anymore.
Your eyes look very blue in this.
Thank you.
I'm not holding back.
Don't hold back. But I think that's what makes our group of friends and our relationship so tight. Yeah. Is we don't hold anything real like back. Anything that bothers us, eventually we say it to them.
JBQ.
Shut up.
It's just those little random jabs that everyone gives you.
That's all right. But yeah, I never had an issue with that though. And I think that's why I like our group of friends, like the small group of friends that we have now. I like them because we say whatever we feel.
Yeah.
And you could be pissed off for a week and then it's like, all right, you over it? All right, good. Let's go back to doing what we do, you know?
Andy Lee, I had a therapist have me sit with my eyes closed and ring a bell every 45 seconds for 10 minutes, $150 an hour later.
Okay, so, but is that worth it?
I think it was probably like Borat or like Sacha Baron Cohen doing it. So,
no. But is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Yes. I think like I said, any stress that you put yourself under is worth it. You put yourself under. If you have undue stress from the outside sources, I think that's the stuff that causes cancer. But the self-stress that you can deal with and you can rationally work through, that's going to help you evolve.
Yeah, well, that's why I think this is just my personal opinion, and you can say whatever you want. You can make fun of me because I know you will anyway. Mm-hmm. But I think over the last 4 years, I've grown tremendously, like mentally.
I wouldn't say no.
And my thought patterns have completely changed. But I also think living alone was probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me.
So so you just proved my point.
That what?
That the stress of what you went through helped you grow.
Yeah, it did. There's no issue with that. I'm just saying like therapy I wouldn't have to go to a therapist for that part. I worked everything on my own. You know, I read a lot. I taught myself things. Yeah, and I stayed alone therapy, a lot.
Though,
yeah, correct. But like when I went to go speak to somebody else, I would just sit there and there'd be nothing to say because I already kind of worked it out. So like, what would be the point of that? You know?
I think it's always you probably had good sounding boards. You probably had good people, like you said, friends and people that you could talk to and bounce
we
stuff
have
off.
tremendous friends. We have really good friends,
Which
is crazy. No, you're tremendously chubby. We've been friends for 25 years, but like, how many people can you actually ask that question to, and they can say the same thing? Like, oh yeah, I've been close friends with them for 25 years. We have a small group of friends that have been friends for that long.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
I 100% agree. I don't like that my headphones aren't fucking working still.
Well, it's because
my ears are sweating. But that's a whole other story.
Because your head looks like an eraser. It really does. If we could tip you over, just.
All right, we've been bullshitting for an hour and 15 minutes.
Dave's way interested in what happened with those beads. What beads?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, Andy and his therapist and his beads.
I'm not going to go there.
Are we talking anal?
Oh, Jesus.
Beads?
We're getting flagged.
See ya.
Anyway, I think this is a good time to move on and maybe promote some of the other stuff that we'll be doing. The Clan Power Hour, possible Glencoe football podcast.
Correct. So we're hopefully next year, obviously.
So a friend of ours who was on one of our first podcasts. Actually, our first podcast
was
Dustin Grasso wanted, or we talked about it. We were thinking about doing a Glencoe football podcast once a week. Some alumni, some current players, coaches, things like that. Dustin, if you're listening, Mondo will definitely moderate and keep the story moving there, because me and you would just bullshit about my interception and your touchdowns all day. The other thing that's coming up is the Clan Power Hour, which is weekly or bi-weekly at this point. They love doing the live, and I think our Friday night live session today went really well. Hopefully we can get a little bit more of a following next time. Oh, and Etta said good job. We're going to try to put out that four-way live Clan Power Hour versus Mondo and the Big Guy podcast coming up. Mondo, you've been doing some stuff on some other channels.
Yeah, so
right?
There's also something else that a friend of mine does actually. So baseball cards, football cards, soccer cards in general have become huge during the pandemic. A lot of people have been buying and stuff like that. So I actually have helped out Filth Bomb Breaks, filthbombbreaks.com. They're located in Glen Cove. He's had it, I believe, for about 4 years now. So he's phenomenal, and he's done a lot of football and baseball, and he's gotten into hockey and soccer. And soccer is where I'm coming into it with him, just pretty much teaching him the ropes on soccer, on who's a good
What's
player.
A break?
All right, so basically a box of cards, right? You would open up the box of cards, and you would open up the cards. And that's called a break. So you're breaking the cards.
Okay.
So how it works is you're able to either purchase a team or a random team. You don't know until it happens that particular day. And he opens it live, so you actually see what cards you get.
Yeah.
Now the possibilities are, you can hit a 1-on-1 of Mike Trout for $200,000 or $100,000, or you can get a basketball player. What's the Zion Williamson right now is huge.
When you showed me it, I got more of an understanding of it. So maybe we can feature him.
I would actually too, because
maybe we can invite him onto the podcast,
because he also now it's gotten to a point right now where he does WWE, he does Game of Thrones, he does celebrity cards of celebrities. They're autographed. So you can do WWE, you can get a Hulk Hogan autograph now, which is everything right now has become money making with cards again, which is crazy, because every time I try to speak to somebody about the cards, they're like, well, I have cards from the 90s. No, those are worth absolutely nothing. You have various ones that might be worth something, but nothing. Like these cards now are like signed. You have a piece of the shin guard, you have gloves, autographed 1-of-1, things like that, and it's become really big. So maybe you could check out filthbombbreaks.com, and you're able to purchase a spot, or you could purchase a spot in the mini that doesn't give you it gives you a smaller odd of getting into the main break. Let's say a break is like $87 to get into it.
I'm gonna 100% stop you just because I think that you're confusing people more than you're helping them.
Just go to filthbombbreaks.com.
Okay, perfect. You know why my headphones didn't work? Because I didn't have the fucking volume.
Of course you didn't.
Joe Jarbeck's here. He's in the house. He's spitting all over his microphone.
Oh God. He doesn't have a microphone.
Joey, we're wrapping it up right now, but thank you for joining us. First live Mondo and the big guy. I am not Mondo because I'm handsome. That is Mondo. I am the big guy, and we will definitely see you later.
You have those weird